Hi, my name is Mrs. Potter, or Heather Potter, and I am the Spanish and Computer Applications teacher at Goddard Middle School. This year, I decided to start a project called Representation Through Reporting, and the goals of this project are to promote empathy, awareness, and an understanding for others. That includes diversity, cultures, and all the wonderful things that make various people unique. Sometimes we can't celebrate those unique differences that people have or the diversity that makes up our school because we just don't take the time to hear and see the stories of others. So this project, over the course of the next year, possibly longer, will take a glimpse into the world of students, staff, and others at Goddard Middle School to share the diverse stories of the people that we have and celebrate what makes us unique as individuals. These will be stories that really just don't come up in conversation on an average day, but they're wonderful things that we should know, and they will help us increase our empathy and awareness. So first, I want to tell you a little bit about my story, and if anybody were to ask me, you get 5 minutes. What do you wish people knew? What I wish people knew is how hard I worked to become a bilingual person, and that you cannot automatically assume a language somebody knows by the color of their skin. I have worked very, very hard to become bilingual and literate in both Spanish and English, and I didn't start until I was in high school. So it's taken a lot of effort for me to do that, and it's sad to me that people think you can just look at a person and know what language they speak, because when people look at me, I don't have any Hispanic background at all. And so people don't look at me and automatically think I speak Spanish. And what I want people to understand and what I wish they knew is how my heart bleeds Spanish and how I love the language and love the culture. And those people that just meet me and don't know or aren't in my Spanish class, don't just assume that about me. And it's sad. And another thing I want people to know is it works the opposite way too. I have had many, many, many people who have been in my class who one might look at, sadly, with the way we look at race and language and think, oh, they speak Spanish because their skin is not pale white. But I have a lot of students who grew up in the United States who do have Hispanic roots but don't speak Spanish. So what I wish people knew is that people are not born and have a language by the color of their skin. So it's important that you take time to get to know what language a person knows and always ask. You can't just assume that people speak a language or have certain talents. And I'm hoping that with this project, it'll bring to light a lot of things that people just don't consider or don't think about when they meet people or don't think to ask about. So that's my story. And what I hope you think about is that you just can't know someone or know the language they speak, the hobbies they're interested in, the talents that they have, just by what you see on the outside. So take that into consideration because you might accidentally offend someone or just not get to know someone because you're not asking. This program, called Representation Through Reporting, or What I Wish They Knew, is a chance for you guys to share whatever it is that makes you unique and that you wish people knew. You will hear a story today from a colleague of mine, the second story after mine from Miss Allie Porter. I will give you instructions of how you can share your story so that when her story is over at some point today or later on, it could be a month from now. If you decide that you have a story that you wish people knew and that you want to share, here's how you do it. First, go to the Goddard Middle School website. Second, you will click on the Resources tab. Third, you will go down to the link. There's a link that says Representation Through Reporting. And then it will take you to a survey and you'll just share what you want, what you think makes you unique, what is diverse about you, or what just you think people should know and it just doesn't come up in conversation. The fact that my skin color and language don't automatically match in people's minds, that's not something that comes up in conversation. What you hear today from Miss Porter isn't something that just comes up in conversation, but they're stories that help us grow as people. So if you have something that you think could share and help us grow at Goddard Middle School, I'd love to hear about it and I'll be in touch. For now, let's go check out Mrs. Porter's story.